myself.
Hey everyone, it's me, Katie. I know it's been forever since I've really updated this thing, so it's about time. Anyways, let's get to everyone's favorite part of the show. What's Katie watching this week? Yeah. So, lately, I have been watching a lot of my old VHS movies because I finally got my VCR working again. For the longest time it wasn't working. It was broken. So, I realized that the reason why it wasn't working was because it was underneath this big stack of movies and it was just too much pressure on it, so I put it up on top. So, it fixed the problem, so it's working now, so, woo, go me, I'm so crafty. But, anyways, let's get right to it. And this week, we're gonna have a mixture of kind of DVD, VHS stuff, since I've been getting back into my old movies, and I have a lot of them, so it's a little bit kooky, crazy, but hopefully you all like. And this is what Katie's watching this week. Okay, now let's just start with my latest obsession. Alright, so my bestest, dearest, most precious friend in the whole world left me last week. And while she was gone, I kind of jokingly joked around with her that she should buy me stuff since I'd miss her so much. So, she ended up buying me stuff. And one of the things she ended up buying me when she got back was this. It's Criss Angel's Mindfreak. Because I said I liked it a lot and I thought he was hot, so I was like, you should get it for me so I can watch him all the time. Well, she got me season 1 and season 2. And lately I've been watching it. And I really have been really enjoying it. I have been watching it on TV, but I hadn't seen every episode. And that's the reason why I like DVD on TV a lot, because I can make sure I watch every episode that way. And I really enjoyed it because you kind of see a connection after a while in his episodes, and I really like the meaning behind a lot of his stuff. It's kind of like he has deeper meanings to stuff, like to conquer your fears and everything. It's kind of like, ooh, power, but I don't know, I think it's cool. But on top of that, you can see a lot of really cool stuff, like him walking on water and things. Even though, you know, it's kind of all illusion, it's still cool to look at. Alright, so even people who oh, I don't believe in magic and crap, there's some pretty impressive stuff. And even though he may not be quote magical, it's amazing to watch, just because it's how can somebody do that? So I highly recommend both season 1 and season 2 of Mindfreak, because seriously, some of that stuff he does will seriously just blow your minds. Though, if you get kind of anxious at night, I don't recommend watching it at night, because it could freak you out too much, and we don't want your mind freaked that much, so, woo! Alright. Okay.
I can't decide whether you should live or die.
Okay. Now, the next show I'm watching this week is, Surreal Season 5 with Marissa and Janice Dickinson when they're having that big crazy battle. I got it at half-price books for $5, so I was like, hell yeah, because, you know, I'm the ultimate VH1 celebrity reality whore, so I was like, oh my god, have to have it. And surprisingly, it was highly entertaining, especially with Bronson. It was just really good. I liked it because I would be watching it here, in my room, and I usually watch it before I go to bed, and I'd get so anxious by it and get so wrapped up in it I couldn't fall asleep. I would be like, oh my god, the tension is so high, and it was crazy. Seriously, it was pretty crazy. But I really enjoyed it, and you kind of feel bad for Janice at the end, though, because it's this, the whole time, it's this power struggle. Omarosa, Janice, and you're just getting torn apart, by this feud, and you're like, I don't know whose side to take, and you feel bad for all the other cast members because they're like, it's so sad that it's come down to this point that you have to choose sides, and it's really hard. But you do kind of end up feeling sorry for Janice fans, so at least that's how I felt. That's how I felt. So I'm not saying you'll feel that way when you watch it, but I felt that way. But all in all, it was an overall enjoyous romp, and there's some of those really good classic episodes in it, like when they're bullying the handicapped, and when they do like the survivor challenges and stuff, or when they play baseball against their like celebrity lookalikes. That's a good episode. So overall, a very good recommendation from me.
An awful sound, bang bang, my baby shot me down.
Alright, now the last thing I watched this week, which is one of my older VHS movies. I started watching it because I really wanted to watch a good kind of girl movie, and I just was looking for my stuff, and finally I was like, okay, I'll watch that. And what I ended up watching was The First Wives Club. Yes, that's right, bitches, The First Wives Club. You're like, why the hell did you watch The First Wives Club, you're saying? Well, simply because this. Well, I don't know, I just wanted to watch it. But once I did start watching it, I ended up like falling in love with it all over again, because first of all, after watching The Surreal Life, which I just talked about, I noticed that The First Wives Club has Bronson in it, and I was like, oh my god, Bronson, I love you. I fell in love with you in The Surreal Life, and then I noticed that you're in First Wives Club, and now I love you even that much more. And on top of that, it's like filled with celebrities like every 5 seconds. And overall, it's a really good movie. It's like they had this like weird celebrity convention like of the past to see who the future stars would be or something. Because it has like Sarah Jessica Parker in it and crap. And I'm like, holy fuck. Do you know, this is totally before like, or maybe like during the start of, I think it's before Sex and the City and stuff. But still, I'm like, oh my god. It was really good. And plus, like, I just loved it. It just filled me up with such joy inside watching The First Wives Club. I don't know why. I really can't explain it to you. But one day you'll understand when you're going through your boxes of like hundreds of VHS movies looking for the right one to watch, and you stumble upon some weird random movie one day, and you decide to pop it in just because, you know, you haven't really watched it in a while, and you put it in and you love it, and you're like, oh my god, where have you been all my life, First Wives Club? Why haven't you come to me sooner and shared this joy in my heart? Like, I'm not saying I haven't seen it before, but I hadn't seen it in like, say, 5, 6, 7 years, you know what I mean? And it's like, once you stumble back upon that movie, when you've changed and like the world's changed and everything, and you rediscover some cinematic gold from your past, it's a beautiful moment. Alright, now that you all think I'm like the craziest, weirdest person on the earth, I'm gonna leave you at that. So tune in next time when you see what Katie's watching next week. And who knows, it might be some more crap or it might be something fantastic. But you're not gonna know unless you watch.